Well, we struggled in a lot of areas in this game. It was tough, really, on both sides of the ball. The start to the game was difficult, and so that was disappointing. The 3-point shooting was certainly an issue. I thought we had some good looks and just had some bad luck. But tomorrow will be a new day, and we'll circle the wagons and find ways to get better.
You had a couple of guys back tonight, Brogdon and LeVert. What do you think of their performances in their first game of the new year? Really?
Well, I thought that I really liked the way we started off the game offensively. We were playing fast, we were moving it, we were creating good shots. We weren't making all the shots, but there was a really good spirit with what we were doing. I thought they both moved well. Malcolm did not come back in after the early third quarter run. I still got to talk to the trainers about exactly where he's at. Hopefully he's okay, but I don't know that yet. And I think Caris, for a guy that's been out 10 days and hasn't had a practice with the team, to come back and play a significant number of minutes and do some good things, was a positive sign.
With you guys, this first game of the second half of the season, where do you feel like the biggest area for growth is for this team from the first half into the second?
Well, wow, what a question. I think there's a tough question to ask after a game like tonight. I mean, we've been playing a certain way over the last 5 or 6 or 7 games. Having two guys like Malcolm really hasn't played in a month, and Caris has been out, as I mentioned, 10 days. I just think it's hard to evaluate the whole situation after a game like tonight. I do like where we've been trending in the last couple of weeks. Our energy's been good. Our defense has been defiant, in general terms, and we've moved the ball very well. We don't have a lot of wins to show for it. Our game against Brooklyn was a great effort. The game against Utah obviously was a great effort. 3 nights ago in Boston, we did some very good things. And I just think we got to keep working at getting our entire team back. I saw TJ Warren today, doing running on the floor for the first time in months. Actually, the first time since I came here, back in June. And so, that's a heartwarming thing to see. So, it's a long season. It's game 42, and it'll go by fast, but there's a lot left.
So is TJ out of health and safety protocol?
Yeah, he is. He is, and I neglected to mention that before the game.
And then, how difficult is it to kind of just recalibrate when you get 2 starters that guys will get part of the team when you've been kind of scrambling, plugging in holes for?
Yeah, it's never seamless, and in this case, you're talking about 2 of our highly skilled guys that have been out a significant amount of time. And Malcolm's had a couple of practices over the last couple of weeks, but there really hasn't been a lot of quality practice time. Most of it's day between 2 games and, stuff like that. So, and those are non-contact, walk through ish type situations where, you just really can't push it. So, hey, we'll come in tomorrow. We'll take a look at a few things. We got to look at Phoenix. They're obviously a great team. They had a good win last night in Toronto, and we'll have our hands full with them. But we're going to play better than we did tonight.
Do you view the point guard position as kind of the most important position on the floor more in terms of leadership, setting the tone, being the head of what you're trying to do at both ends of the floor?
You know, there's been a lot of attention that's turned to the wing position, you know, in the last 2 or 3 years with the evolution of the game. But, you know, point guard play, it's going to start with the guy that handles the ball the most. And so, you know, just seeing Malcolm out there at the beginning of the game was great to see. Just great to see. Beginning of the third, but, you know, we were playing him 5 minutes at the start of each quarter with the hope that we could finish each half with him. And I talked to him about that before the game, and he was okay with it. You know, he was good with it. But it's just, you know, just 5 minutes, you know, you just get into the game and then you're coming out. In just 5 minutes, you get into the game and you're coming out. So that's tough. But, you know, hopefully, you know, he did okay and didn't have any setbacks, but I need to talk to the trainers. I don't know yet.